This is the LTL Editorial News, the Cable News Report, Weekend Review for January 30th, 2011. Continuing on, and let me wrap up about the anti-government rally in Egypt. Now, we're talking about the #1 news source worldwide. Now, it's not CNN, no. It's not CBS, oh no. It's not BBC, Not Fox News, MSNBC, Talking about Aljazeera. Aljazeera is the one that really does the coverage for the Egypt. Besides, they did the coverage of the main news story of the Palestine papers, where the Palestine Authority is really angry at Aljazeera because they found the secret of the dealing with Palestine and the United States, and not including Israel. They also did the report on Tunisia. They did the report on Yemen. They did a report on Jordan. They're doing strong reports that in Egypt, your information minister, Anas Afriki, is revoking their license in Cairo. That means they clearing them out. That's one way of removing the equation, by getting Aljazeera out. They're doing the same thing as what Iran was trying to do, the president, Mahmoud Ahmadinejad, trying to do with CNN, move them out, or BBC moved them out, all these journalists moved them out in order to straighten out their country. It's still not going to work, because Aljazeera has received widespread global acclaim for their coverage on the ground across the length and the breadth of Egypt. Now that you know, they are a strong coverage, and they will receive global awards. They should receive Emmys, whatever, for their news report, because they are the #1. But when you have Mubarak ordering the information minister to move them out of the equation so they could deal with it, no, it's not going to work. Hey, when you got Dan the Man Nolan covering in Cairo, and James Dutton covering Alexandria, and they giving strong reports, like Dan the Man Nolan is doing the report on the standoff in Cairo, where the military and the protesters are at each other, and the commander of the military fired from his tank that the protesters stood still, and then after that, the commander just told the fire trucks to just go on back, and when they did, the protesters applauded and then took a break with the commander and the military, shook hands, took a break, has shawarma bread, you know, some good chicken, and some tea. Man, they was really enjoying themselves. They like, hey, wait a, all right, let's take a break. All right, let's take a break. Yeah, yes, let's do that. We'll get back to it later, so Aljazeera can film us again. So that coverage, also in another area where the interior minister area, there was some unidentified men who was in a car, came by and dropped a body on the streets and started shooting and fled. Hey, that's a news story too, because they're doing the coverage of the looters and how the looters are still taking over the streets when the policemen are gone. See, you got to give credit where credit due with the #1 news source, Aljazeera. CNN be trying to figure out, how is that done? How is that done? The thing is, Aljazeera hit the ground running. I'll be back, and I want to give one other information on Egypt, and you're going to get some help on this. On the LTL editorial news, the cable news report, weekend review.